When you're empathetic with a kid who's using drugs, you don't say it's okay. And you don't say it's gonna be okay. That's not the point. The point is I understand. Every drug user that I've ever worked with has a reason why they've started. It's been, I want greater enlightenment. I want to be socially accepted. I want to be free from social norms. The other thing is I want to be free from pain. And the first step as a parent, as we know ourselves and we know the child within ourselves, we realize we're not perfect. And so the first step we take is not to own our children's behavior. Not to say, what can I do to fix this for you? What can I do to make this better for you? But it's to say, ouch, you hurt. Now what do you do about it? What are you going to do about this? And how can I teach you so that you do something different? Because I don't want you to hurt yourself again. I love you. But I can't fix this for you. That's your job. And I think that's the line that you draw, that the empathy helps the child identify those inner emotions in themselves that are actually some of the triggers for the drug use. And then you place the responsibility on their shoulders. What are you going to do about it? Recognizing that they will probably make a mistake again. And because you value that child, because you have your own personal empathy, you're like, I remember what it was like to really want to be spiritually enlightened. I remember what it was like to want to be socially accepted. And by the way, this is not bringing you the success you want. There's no way there's acceptance with drugs. There's no way that someone really, and I've had students tell me this in the program as well, like they only know me as a drug addict. They don't really know who I am. It really doesn't reveal who I really am inside. And that's what we ache for, is for someone to really know that beautiful inner soul that we have. And as we come to know that in ourselves, we get to see that in our children. And I think that example helps the children to develop empathy for their parents. That's one of the things I work to do with students is I say to them, well, in fact, I had a student just the other day who was talking about, I said, well, what do you think your mother feels? He's like, I don't know what my mother feels. I just don't know. All I know is that I hurt and I feel this way, and I know I feel like I was abandoned, and I know I feel like she's not listening to me. And I'm like, there you go. That's what your mother feels. So once the student gets to identify his own personal feelings, very often those feelings are a lot like what the parent feels. The parent feels the same rejection that the child feels, and if a child gets to vocalize that, and especially as a parent when we say, I understand that, I feel that way too myself sometimes. That helps the child connect to that parent, and that's that wonderful connection that we want as human beings. And now the child's no longer walking alone.